Kinsey Schofield here, a rare entertainment story relating to Meghan Markle. So obviously I'm going to do it from Los Angeles, California. Let's talk about reports from Radar that...
Okay, so let's get into this one because it's actually kind of wild. Kinsey Schofield dropped a new segment from Los Angeles, and you know when it's a Meghan Markle entertainment story, she's going to be front and center with a T. Apparently, Radar Online reported that the Suits reboot, titled Suits LA, has officially been cancelled. And guess who's getting blamed? Yep, Meghan Markle. Now, let's be real. Suits was a show that put Meghan on the map. Before she married Prince Harry and became the Duchess of Sussex, she was Rachel Zane, the whip-smart paralegal with the killer wardrobe.
The creators of Suits and all involved in the Suits reboot are really unhappy that Meghan refused to be involved in said reboot because it's been canceled. Did you know it's been canceled? I did know it was canceled because I actually liked it. However, I don't feel like there was a lot of press around it being canceled. I love Peacock. Peacock is one of my favorite streaming platforms for Dateline, NBC, and Southern Charm. So, Meghan Markle is being slammed as arrogant for turning her back on Suits LA, the NBC spinoff of the TV legal drama that gave her fame. I'd actually argue that Prince Harry gave her fame, but here we are. With insiders telling Radar Online, her refusal to appear in a cameo helped doom the new series to cancellation. Markle left the TV show after 7 seasons when she became engaged to Prince Harry, although rumors were that she was already being written out of the show. And I think that's important to stress. Like, she didn't peace out because of Prince Harry. If Tom Bauer is worth listening to, which I believe he is. The 43-year-old Duchess, Timu, was a struggling actress before nabbing a slice of stardom, playing legal assistant Rachel Zane on Suits. This was between 2011 and 2018, leaving a year before the series ended because of her romance with now husband Prince Harry. Really? Really, guys? Now LA's reboot, Suits LA, has been axed after just 1 season, during which Markle snubbed making a guest appearance, and sources are branding her an ingrate. Oh my gosh, not the first time she's been called an ingrate. Meghan would not be in the position she is today if producer Aaron Korsh hadn't cast her in the original show, said an insider, and it was a bit arrogant of her, not to mention bad karma, to totally turn her back on the franchise that gave her such a huge break. Obviously, there's a lot of disappointment among the cast right now. The consensus is that if Meghan had wanted to lend her support, it would have made all the difference. Honestly, I hate to be this person, but it would have. Can you imagine the press surrounding that show had Meghan popped up, even just for a second? At least in terms of perception, but she clearly had other ideas. Suits bigwigs were begging the mother of Harry's 2 children in February to step in for an appearance, as did original Suits leading man Gabriel Match. As a source noted, the biggest gift for the producers is obviously Meghan Markle, and I do remember that story circulating. I do believe that they really wanted her. She, without a doubt, is a headline stealer. So yes, that would have done great things for the general conversation around the show. But sources say the ambitious Duchess is now beyond being just an actress, and her Netflix deal allows her to produce and star in shows.
But here's where it gets messy. Insiders are now saying Meghan's refusal to even cameo in the reboot was a key reason the show flopped. And you know what? They might actually have a point. Here's the thing. Meghan Markle is a fascinating case study in modern celebrity. She's talented, ambitious, and savvy, but she often sabotages herself with decisions that seem rooted in ego rather than strategy. The Suits LA situation is a prime example. She could have easily stepped in for 5 minutes, helped an old team out, and reminded the world she still has that Hollywood sparkle. Instead, she distanced herself, and in doing so, turned what could have been a geared wheel moment into another PR blunder. Hollywood thrives on nostalgia and loyalty. People love it when stars return to their roots. It humanizes them. Meghan could have leaned into that. shown her fun side, and maybe softened some of the negativity around her.
Like the current cooking series with Love Meghan. But I see celebrities and personalities, politicians even. Remember Murphy Brown? Remember when JFK Jr. did a little cute guest spot on Murphy Brown? I know he's not a politician, although he would have been. But you can be bigger than where you consider yourself, not just an actress, and still make a guest appearance. In fact, it's typically is really great PR. I remember when Britney was having issues with I don't want to say her brands because it was all over the place, but Britney Spears, I think it was How I Met Your Mother, her team wanted her to do like a little guest spot, and that was to calm the chaos surrounding the media when it came to Britney Spears at like the height of you know what. So why would she miss an opportunity like that, especially when there's so much negative press surrounding her? I think that it was truly a missed opportunity. I'm trying to think of other guest stars. I know there have been some. I just can't remember exactly. Britney was a big one. And I know that there have been politicians that jump in on TV shows all the time. Not that she's one, but even if she's more than what she was when she was on the show, I don't think she would have been lowering herself. Oh yeah, we had this conversation. Remember I said that I really felt like she missed the mark by not doing a Suits Rewatch podcast, because what this article so far has failed to mention is how Suits, after, not even during, I'm sure during it had a bit of a blitz, but after COVID-19, for some reason everybody tuned in and started watching that show, and its popularity spiked. I remember Meghan being asked about it on the Variety red carpet here in Los Angeles, and she was like, I don't know, but I love it. But anyway, so there was something cool. And then a Suits LA, she lives in LA. She grew up in LA. It just was like a no-brainer. Why not? Even if she just popped up in the background, it would have been positive press for both sides. Her business stance on TV projects these days is that she needs to be the center of any show she does, and she needs to be a producer as well, says this source. Holding a hard line like that shows Meghan still doesn't fully understand the TV business, because doing an old colleague a favor in a pinch can only bring you goodwill in the future. Isn't that the truth? Also, we've discussed this a couple of times before, but now I know it's a completely different scenario these days, but in the past we've discussed like what a missed opportunity it is to be so close to Tyler Perry and not jump in on any of his projects. Now, obviously today I wouldn't advise doing such a thing until we figure out what's going on with his sexual harassment and assault lawsuit. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. But working with him, I'd say, isn't as bad as making the man your child's godfather. So the association is already there. I feel like there's nothing worse. He says he's innocent on all charges, which I should stress so that I don't get into any trouble legally. But yeah, she has great relationships with Tyler Perry. Is it not odd to you that she doesn't continue to do anything with Oprah Winfrey? Oprah Winfrey, who is a media powerhouse, that's not weird to you that they haven't collaborated again in any way, whether it be her podcast or on her series. Maybe she's in season 2. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I know Chrissy Teigen is. Gag me. But yeah, I don't really understand the end-all be-all being the cooking show, the lifestyle show, especially when critically it's been absolutely destroyed. And analytically, I don't think it's what Netflix would consider a home run either. When it comes to it being a hashtag or whatever, sure, I'm sure that they appreciate the attention. But the return on investment, I still think is questionable on that front.
But she didn't. So here we are. Suits LA is cancelled. Fans are disappointed. And Meghan once again finds herself at the center of another missed opportunity headline. Maybe it's time for her to rethink her approach. Because for someone who's trying to build a lasting legacy in entertainment, she's running out of chances to show that she's more than just a royal footnote or a brand gone cold. If Meghan wants to win Hollywood back, she doesn't need another Netflix docuseries or lifestyle brand. She needs a moment. Something real, nostalgic, and humble. Something like a Suits cameo. But until she learns that small gestures can have big impact, she'll keep watching opportunities slip away. Just like Suits LA. That's my take. What's yours? Would a Meghan cameo have saved Suits LA, or was it doomed no matter what? Let me know what you think about this video in the comment section. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future uploads. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you think or what you want to see next.